So yes, we've been walking, but I am so sick of just filming the neighborhood and us walking around it, and it gets old and boring. Sit. She is trying to get us ran over. Talk about a fast walk. We just came back inside. The neighborhood was quite busy with outdoor puppies. It was kind of scary. One of them almost ran out in the road and got splattered. So we played escort the puppy back to its house. So I had mentioned a little bit ago when I first started the walk that I'm keeping busy with doing outside projects and getting everything ready for fall/winter, getting everything prepared and into storage. Earlier this week, the pool was closed. Stored all of the toys under the house. And boy, getting into that little crawl space is a PETA. Just not one of my favorite things to do. But, you do what you have to. I still have a few more things to put in there. The garden needs to be torn down. Everything is done growing, and I need to add all of the stuff to the compost bin. So hopefully next year we'll have fresh compost. And regretfully, I think I mentioned the fact that I have two neighbors actually, that have those nasty sumac trees that are dropping their seeds into my yard, aka garden, constantly, and I can't keep rid of them. It's just all I do is pull weeds, sumac weeds, and if I don't keep up on it really quickly, they grow and they extend really deep and you can't get rid of them. So I am moving the garden out front. So I don't think I'll get it all done this fall, but I've got to start moving the, flower boxes, garden boxes out to the front yard on the sides in order to plant next year, because there aren't sumacs out there that are going to destroy my garden. Because I really like my vegetables. I've seen a lot of really interesting videos lately about people that are doing long distance hiking, like the Appalachian Trail, the CDT, the PCT, the Vermont Trail, all sorts of different ones. And there's this one called the American Discovery Trail that goes from Delaware to California, from coast to coast. And there's two routes. One goes, basically you go out to Indiana and you either branch northward or go southward, So I guess you could add, if you wanted to do all of it, it would probably be about 6,000 or 7,000 miles. But I think total, just going one of the choices would be like 5,000. Anyways, there's this guy that I watched that's doing it, and it's really interesting because, a lot of it is on roadways and, small paths, back roads, through cities, but there's areas where they actually hit trails, like they walked along part of the Allegheny Trail in West Virginia, part of the Appalachian Trail, part of the CDT, and I'm assuming they'll probably cross the PCT out in California also. Anyways, he just finished doing the Colorado Trail. And I found it, watching the video, to be so beautiful. There's so many parts of the U.S. I would love to see. And yes, I was out west when I was a little girl, but I haven't been out there in years. And I would just really love to see the topography, see all of the natural wonders that are out there. I of course would love to see the Grand Tetons and Glacier National Park, and what else? Grand Canyon, the Sierras. There's just so much that is not here on the east. Yeah, we have the Appalachian Trail, and we have a lot of historical places from wars and things of that nature. But overall, I think the natural parks, the true beauty is probably out west. It's just something I really want to see. And I'm getting a little bit older, so that means, I've got to start doing it before it's too late. Regretfully, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I still think I'm going to try and go over to the Sportsman Club and, look at some of the land. I'm really, really hoping to be able to hunt this fall/winter. I have my hunting license and fishing license for the state, but also at the Sportsman's Club, since I belong, I'm able to hunt there without having a license. And I really want some deer. It's been years since I've had any fresh deer, and I would love it. It tastes so much better than cow and pig, and I'd also love to be able to get a turkey or squirrel. I'm not going to be picky. I haven't been hunting in eons, but I've been doing rifle practice, and I'm not a horrible shot. I still need some practice. I do need to go to do some skeet or trap, in order to hopefully get my shotgun sighted in, make sure that my aim is on target and everything, because I really haven't fired my 20 gauge other than once in the past year, and very little in the past 20 years, to say the least. I'd like to get a 410 just because it's small, smaller shotgun shell size, and it doesn't kick as bad as a 20, and definitely not as bad as a 12. Ouch. But I don't think I'll be able to do it till next year. I'm going to have to save for it. The one thing that's good about hunting is having to go out and explore the woods and learn the terrain, see where the animals track through, find their scat, and just find where they're, just walking around eating, and hopefully that'll help me get a deer. And as I said, I'd love a turkey too. So hopefully this weekend the skies will clear up, it'll quit raining, and I will be able to go somewhere like on a nice railroad trail or path other than around the neighborhood, and do some true hiking and enjoying the outdoor space, and maybe even record a little bit. So anyways, I am going to sign off.